What's going on, guys? Arekkz here, and today I want to talk about Wargroove. Been a little while since I last spoke about this game. It is a fantastic game, by the way. If you guys haven't played Wargroove before and you love games like Fire Emblem or Advance Wars and you want that on the go, or you want it on your console or your PC, wherever you decide to play, because it's on Switch, PS4, Xbox One and PC, then Wargroove is honestly fantastic. I absolutely love the game and I played it a load when it first came out, but the reason I'm talking about it today is because there is a brand new DLC for this, Double Trouble, and I'll be honest, I'm a little bit biased because the main commander has a giant beard, and I mean, I'm a little bit biased when it comes to beards, obviously. But jokes aside, this is honestly really worth talking about because it's a free DLC for all platforms. So if you own Wargroove, then you're going to be getting this completely free, and it adds a ton of new stuff to do. There's a co-op campaign, there's more stuff for the editor, there's new commanders to play with, there's new units, there's just loads of really cool stuff worth talking about. So I've been playing through it. Massive shout out to the awesome people over at Chucklefish who very kindly gave me the opportunity to try out the DLC early, and I'm just going to give you guys a quick rundown as to what you can expect in the DLC. Now obviously there is a campaign, rest assured there'll be no spoilers in this. I'm only going to be showing you some gameplay from the very first few missions because of course I don't want to, go much further than that, but I want to talk about some of the new units, talk about the commanders, talk about just the general flow of the game, and just give you an idea as to what you can expect from this DLC. So if you guys do enjoy the video, then of course a like would be super appreciated. Drop a comment down below, let me know if you guys are Wargroove players, let me know what you guys think of the new faction when you see it, and also which is your favourite faction from the existing ones in Wargroove if you guys have played it already. Definitely let me know down below. But top level, starting at the beginning, what is Double Trouble? As mentioned, free DLC for all platforms, so again, PC, Nintendo Switch, PS4 and Xbox One, and primarily this is going to give you a brand new co-op story campaign. Now, you can play this solo. I've been playing this myself solo because obviously I haven't got anyone to play with it at the moment, but you can play this couch co-op, you can play it online co-op, or if you do decide to play solo, then you basically just take control of both of the commanders. There are 3 new commanders, all of whom have got their own unique abilities, their own kind of awesome grooves as well, which we'll speak about a little bit later. There's also 2 new units, really, really cool ones. I definitely like one of them especially, and we'll touch on those in just a minute as well. You've got new arcade missions, there are competitive online quick play maps, there's also public and private multiplayer lobbies, and you can also now play custom campaigns online, which is cool. For those of you guys that use the editor a lot, there's also a volcano themed map, there's new music, and there's a lot more. There's some balancing changes, loads of things like that. Basically, it's a pretty sizable expansion, and you're not going to pay a penny for it, assuming you have the existing game. But let's start by talking about the commanders, because again, Wolfar, I mean, that giant green beard, the only way you could potentially make him better is if he has a giant red beard, because, I mean, red's my colour, beards and whatnot. Either way, he's super awesome, right? They've all got these kind of brilliant Scottish accents, and he basically walks around with a giant hammer. So he's like, he would really belong in Monster Hunter. I feel like if you're a Monster Hunter player, you could just take him, plop him in that game, and he fit really well in that game. But he is super cool because when you use his special ability, when you use his groove, he basically has like a golf move where he can just send enemies flying. He has this tee-off move where you can basically send both allies and foes. So if you want to move one of your allies strategically closer, you can just tee them off and send them somewhere else. But also you can use this on enemies to push them back, or you can throw enemies onto kind of land they couldn't normally land on, and in doing so you can kill them, which is actually really cool. Meanwhile, you have Errol and Ola, who are this kind of duo of commanders. They sort of play together, and they're really interesting because when it comes to them, when they sort of have their grooves as well, you have like an option you can choose between them, because obviously, when they fight, you see them fighting as a pair, and when you use your grooves, you can either choose between damage or healing. You can basically set an area on fire, and again, keep in mind this does of course hurt your units as well, so you need to use this strategically, or similarly, you can just designate an area to heal within. This also heals everything, both allies and enemies that are within that as well. So they've got this sort of double dynamic where you can sort of pick based on what you need at the time, which is actually super cool. Now, as for the new units, you got 2 new units to mess around with. You have the Thieves and the Riflemen. So Thieves are effectively your sneaky unit. They're not really there to attack. They're basically there as a means to get a load of money for you. What you can do with them is that you can sneak up to enemy buildings, you can ransack the buildings, and you can then put about 300 gold into your backpack, and you then move back to your base, you can deposit this, and you can get a load of gold. Now, they've got kind of an interesting dynamic because they can move pretty far when their bag is empty, but the second you've stolen some gold, they actually get a little bit heavier, so you have to sort of be careful, and obviously if they get attacked, then there's not really much they can do, so you want to try and sort of sneak them around. But if you want to be stealthy and you want to sort of sneak in, steal some money and get back, especially early game, this can be a really good way to bolster your economy. Meanwhile, the Ranger is basically just a long-range sniper with guns, or the Rifleman, should I say. They have, as the name suggests, a load of rifles. They have probably the longest range of any of the units in the game. They can pick people off from very, very far away. And if there's maps that have got, say, Fog of War, and you put them on top of a mountain, they have a very long line of sight, so they can actually clear a lot of sort of good space. So while they might not necessarily be too good up close, they are really, really, really good at picking off people from afar. And the nice thing is, obviously, as you're playing through the co-op campaign, you'll be exposed to all of these right from the get-go. In fact, if you haven't played Wargroove for a very long time, or maybe you're seeing the DLC and you're thinking, hey, you know what, I'm going to pick this up now, there's free DLC. If you haven't played at all, you can dive straight into the co-op campaign and it'll actually give you a tutorial to begin with, so you actually get kind of, you know, caught back up, and it gets you sort of up to speed if you are a little bit rusty or anything like that. So you can kind of jump in, get experience with all that, get used to the new units, try out the new commanders, and just sort of dive straight in from there. In fact, when you actually play the campaign, once you've done the tutorial, it sort of branches off, so you can sort of pick where you want to go, and depending on, of course, what you choose, the difficulty will ramp up. One of the cool things about the actual campaign is that, while I won't speak about the sort of later spoilers, the underlying principle is you're basically playing like a heist, right? You play as these outlaws, and for certain reasons, you have to basically go to the different factions or the different sort of regions and steal gold from them, and these sort of missions play out kind of like these heists where you have to sneak around, battle units, and then sneak in and try and take gold, which is actually kind of fun. It's very sort of different, so definitely been enjoying that a lot. I haven't finished the campaign just yet, just been sort of playing through some of the earlier stuff, but already super enjoying it. It's just more Wargroove, more of what you like, so yeah. Definitely, if you guys have got this game, be sure to jump in, check it out, and of course let me know in the comments down below if you guys have got any more questions. But for the time being, I'm going to leave you guys with a little bit more gameplay, just so you guys can see a few more things in action. Again, be sure to keep it locked for plenty more videos. Until then, thanks for watching, catch you in the next one.
Oi! Oi!
That's right.
Da?
Hey. Hello. Huh? Here I come.
Let's hope this works.
Hey.
I really hope you guys enjoyed that video. Remember to hit that subscribe button and also click on the little bell icon to turn on notifications so you don't miss my next upload. Also, don't forget you can check out 269 and Paradise Central streaming over on Twitch 6 days a week. You can find a link to the multi-stream in the description box down below. Be sure to drop by and get involved. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy. Catch you next time. Peace out.